Good morning and welcome to my channel. So recently I posted pictures of this t-shirt. The logo on there didn't do so well with the whole discharging process, but mostly what I had questions on was the actual process of this design, the rainbow spiral with the black. So I decided I'd come on and make a video of how I do this design here. As for this t-shirt here, this is going in my giveaway pile. I'm slowly making more and more things that I'm going to do a giveaway to celebrate my channel going over 100,000 subscribers. So I'd hope to get to this sooner, but it's still a work in process. So anyways, for now we're going to do the Midnight Rainbow Spiral and show you how to do that. So you can start with a white shirt, and I do have a video up on how I do that, starting with a white shirt, but people have been wanting to see it on a black t-shirt. So here we go. This t-shirt has been pre-washed and spun out, so it's just barely damp. The barely damp just helps tie up a little bit better. When you're twisting a dry tee, it tends to not want to hold together quite as well. So we're just going to twist this up like just a regular spiral, and you can pick which side you want, up or down. I usually pick the front side for being down because then you get smoother lines on there. And then when I'm going to do the discharging, I'm going to discharge the front of the tee, since that's going to give me the smoother lines. This part has thicker creases and stuff. So anyways, but that's just a personal preference. You can do it either way you want. There is the front of the t-shirt. Like I say, it's nice and smooth there. So the next thing we're going to do, break out a tub, and I'm going to use Out White Bright for this. But in my tub I have an open window here. I also recommend wearing a dust mask because this here dust is very fine. But I'm just going to very carefully pour this in the bottom of my tub. I like to kind of coat that whole bottom there. Add just a little bit more. Alright, now we need the hot water, so give me just a minute. Okay, so I have my water. It's boiling water. I usually like to use the hottest water that I can, so boiling is it. And you can either pour right over top of the t-shirt, or you can pour in the bottom. As soon as you do, you can see the bubbling start to happen. That's that reaction. And you want to be careful that you only fill this part way, because you only want to remove color off of the bottom half of the t-shirt. So usually what I'll do is kind of just lift that gently, twist it a little bit just to make sure that all of the Out White Bright that's underneath the t-shirt has gotten wet. And I'll usually pour a little bit extra in there. Just make sure you don't slosh it around too much, because if the solution comes up on top, then you're going to remove color from the top. But right now all you're doing is removing color from just the bottom side of this. And if you pick that up, I'm doing this gently. Usually I don't pick it up quite so high, but just so you guys can see. You can see that the color is already coming off at the bottom side of that. What I'm going to do is add just a little bit more Out White Bright in the bottom. Set that back down in there. So it's the reaction of the hot water and the Out White Bright when it's on the cotton that causes the dye to come out. So I'm going to set this aside for probably another 5 or 10 minutes just to make sure that I get as much color off of there as I can, and then we're going to rinse it and go into dyeing. So stay tuned. Okay, so this has been sitting for about 10 minutes. And I think I got about all the color out of the bottom that is I'm going to get. So now what I'm going to do is give this a good rinse. And one of the things I like to do is let it soak for a little while, and then I put it in this through the spin cycle just to kind of pull more of the chemicals out. So I'm going to go through that whole process. I'm not going to show it in this video, but it's been shown in several of my other Out White Bright videos. So we'll be back and get this dyed up soon. Thank you. Okay, so I got this thing rinsed really well, and like I say, the back side is still in the black. You can see a little bit where the white is showing through just from the sloshing, and when I spin it out it kind of rearranges, so I have to kind of readjust things after spinning it to kind of tighten things back up. But the spinning out really does help get the excess Out White Bright out of the t-shirt, so that it can be ready for dyeing. So then I put some soda ash on here, and now I am ready to color it with my rainbow colors here. So, and what I have here is fuchsia, deep orange, lemon yellow, emerald green, turquoise, and deep purple that I have lightened up or diluted it down to make it a lighter purple. I put gloves on, but since I don't have to pick this thing up a lot and move it around, I just skip the gloves. But I am going to pick it up and just take a peek. Since I did see some white on the other side, I want to just make sure that it got some color. And it looks like it's in the turquoise section here, so I'm just going to add a little bit of turquoise, yeah, there we go, to that little bit of white area that I could see that poked through on the back side, and I can see a little bit more over here. So I think just the spinning just kind of reorganizes the fabric a little bit, and I can see just a little bit in the center. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow there, but other than that, this here is a pretty easy way to do it. You get a nice solid black on the other side. So there is my Midnight Rainbow Spiral, Discharged Midnight Rainbow Spiral. I'm going to let this batch for 48 hours, and then I'll have the results for you in about 2 seconds. Thank you for watching. Hello and welcome to another edition of Hippie Christmas with MrTieDye. So we got another t-shirt to open up here. This was the Midnight Rainbow Spiral Discharge tee. So let's get this thing opened up. Alright, so there's all that beautiful color down in there. This way, here we go. Yeah, a nice spiral. So, looking good. So we'll get this thing washed out. You'll see the results here in about 2 seconds.